Here we go. Okay, let's. All right, welcome, guys, to the line. Welcome. Where else you calling in from? And I see people also on the Zoom. Basha City, Louisiana, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Where are you dialing in from on the phone, guys? Where are you calling in from? All right, Georgia in the house, and online we got Alexandria, Louisiana. We got Rumford, Maine. Where else you guys dialing in from? All right, Georgia as well on the line. Georgia representing. Where else are you guys dialing in from? Where you dialing in from? Welcome. All right, Orange County, California. I see Tampa, Florida online here. I see Esther from Atlanta online. Welcome, Kansas City. Where else you guys are dialing in from? Where you dialing in from? All right. Alabama in the house, and Jacksonville, Florida online for us. Where else you dialing in from? We got LaGrange, Georgia online. Where you dialing in from on the phone? Where you dialing in from? Hey, Brandy. Okay. Atlanta, Georgia, and I thought I heard Connecticut. Now, I had someone online from where my dad lived, Plant City, Florida, and then now we have where I was born, Connecticut. For those who don't know that, I'm not an actual Georgia peach. All right, online, I see Long Beach, California. They coming in thick online. Hey, Faith from New York, Jacksonville, Florida online. Who else is out there on the phone? Welcome to the Financial Education Services Overview. Welcome. All right, welcome, Brandon. Florida 2 online, Stockbridge, Georgia. Let's go ahead and get ready to roll. All right. We want to welcome you to the Financial Education Services Overview, guys. As you guys are logging in online and on the phone, we just want to say, you know what? Welcome. We have packed out lines. We're also packed out here on the webinar. I want to make sure that we are recording. Let's make sure that we are recording. Okay, excellent. We're recording, guys. And so as you are getting prepared to hear some powerful information, we want you to know that Financial Education Services is a huge movement that's happening. And today, we're going to help you to learn what is FES. We're going to also talk about how to position yourself with the best interest rates available for future purchases, how to pay off debt that's keeping you from going from paycheck to paycheck, and how to build a big business from home that won't interfere with what you have going on now, along with solid mentorship for growth. You know, for those who are listening, you may be hearing me for the very first time. My name is Nicola Smith Jackson. I'm a senior regional vice president with this company, Financial Education Services. I know you probably don't know what that means, but it pretty much means that, you know, our business does a minimum of $2.5 million in sales a month. And right now we're nearly $4 million in sales right now. And we are just getting started with the month, kind of halfway through our volume month for when we're standing. And what does that mean? That there is, like I said, a huge movement going on. A lot of people are looking to position themselves for better finances. And I know for me, I learned about FES about 4 years ago. It wasn't about this huge business movement. It was totally about me, myself, even though my husband and I have been 7-figure earners for quite some time. You know, money doesn't come with instruction. So we'll always be humble. So we never have to be humbled. And I can remember it wasn't just long ago, a $50,000 tax lien ended up on my credit report where my credit score plummeted from a 760 at the lowest score to a 580. And I can tell you my life was turned upside down. And from that, I had been able to be lucky enough to have a friend. I would say blessed enough to have a friend that shared financial education services with me. But I can tell you, I took the mask off and I was able to let her know what was going on with me. I mean, I was getting threatening calls, letters, all sorts of things, just because of a mistake. Financial education services, if I had not learned about this company, I wouldn't be probably having a different conversation with you right now. And so here it is. They gave me exactly what I needed to say to IRS, and then found out that for 3.5 years that IRS was allocating my payments, because yes, I was paying my bill, to someone else's account. So needless to say, I am back well in the 700 plus club, right? High 700s again, can buy anything I want again. But now I'm super passionate about spreading the news about financial education services, because a lot of people are hurting out here and need to know how they can go to the next level. And so now, why is all of this important for you and your family and your future, also in your legacy? Well, I can tell you something. We all need financial education, because our formal education didn't teach us about personal finances, didn't teach us about ownership, they taught us about employeeship, but didn't also teach us about financial freedom or success. And so we know that there are a lot of people that want to know, how do they go to the next level? And so I want to open up with you and talk about the state of America's mindset and personal financial affairs. There are 43 million people out here with a 599 credit score or less. And so nearly half of Americans don't even know what their score is. And so when you think about that, a lot of people are inundated with debt, about $225,000 worth of debt, with having less than $500 in savings. Myself, having a background in real estate, and I already know the downturn of the economy, it still has some people upside down. And I need you to know that, $500 extra after paying all your bills could have saved a lot of people's homes. And so with that being said, a lot of people are still going from check to check. So you got about half of Americans that have no retirement, or don't even know if they're on track for a decent retirement. And so with this being said, a lot of assets are being lost. Like, no one has wills, trusts, or power of attorneys. They're not positioned for leaving inheritance for their children's children. So you got over $58 billion in unclaimed life insurance policies, in bank accounts and pensions, stocks, and other assets. And so also there's another huge problem that every 2 seconds a person's identity is stolen. You guys already know that there was a huge breach with Equifax, and a lot of people didn't know what that meant for them, but not our clients here at Financial Education Services. And so I want you to think about something on tonight, right? I want you to think about, how many people do you know that may have less than perfect credit, have a lot of debt, they have no idea how they're going to get out of that debt. Maybe they don't have their personal financial affairs in order, or maybe they just, they're hating their job right now, and they want a career change. Do you know anyone that need to make more money, or can't afford an annual vacation, or they just aren't where they want to be in life, and they're ready to take control, and they're looking for a solution, a plan of action? Well, if that's you, you've come to the right place. Financial Education Services is going to provide you with that education and success training we all needed a long time ago, as well as services to protect our identity, our credit, our assets, and position our families for our freedom and better finances. And so it's going to definitely change your life, just like it changed mine. And I can tell you, I'm so grateful for these two gentlemen, our founders, Mike Toloff and Paramount Nyack. They founded Financial Education Services in 2004. So we're about 15 years old, and they're headquartered in Farmington Hills, Michigan. And they've maintained the entire time an A+ rating and accreditation with the Better Business Bureau. So we've grown over 100% annually, and the company maintains to be a debt-free company. So this is a stable company that has the same key founders since the company's beginning. And what they did is they put together what is called our Protection Plan membership. And we're going to talk about what's in the Protection Plan membership, but I can tell you right now, it is the keys to your financial freedom. Now, inside the membership, they emphasize on credit because credit is like your vital sign. It's being monitored all the time. It's impacting what you're paying on your insurance premiums, also your interest rates when it comes to car loans, home loans. You can be denied the ability to rent or purchase or even get a credit card or even jobs because 60% of employers run credit checks for jobs. And so in a nutshell, over the course of a lifetime, when you don't have perfect credit, is costing you upwards from $200,000 up to $1 million over a lifetime. And so I can tell you some things that I didn't know about credit. You may have known, but did you know that your credit score is not only calculated off of your late payments, right? Those tax liens, those foreclosures, the evictions, the repossessions, the late pays, that's only 35% of your credit score. And it's important for you to understand this because you're going to understand the dynamics and also the vitality of our protection plan in whole. Also, 30% of your credit score is about, your debt, especially when it comes to like revolving debt, credit cards, things like that. 30% of your credit score goes into that. So when you're maxing out cards, you're really hurting your score. But if you're only going from check to check, you can't help but max out cards. So we want to help you to have a healthy credit history. And, the length of your credit history is 15%. And then new credit and types of credit used are 10% respectively. Now, why is this important? Because it's time for you to come out of the myths and into the know. It's time for you to know the truth about your credit and how it is powerful when you have this very important information. So before we go into a little bit more about the protection plan membership, I want to share 5 common myths about credit. And this is stopping a lot of people from going to the next level, meaning getting started and doing something about their less than perfect credit. And so the first myth is about credit agencies. The questions, are they empowered with some type of governmental authority? Well, no, they're not. Okay, I'm just going to let you know. They have no legal authority at all. They're privately held companies, just like Macy's or Simons or whatever, and so they have to actually abide by what is called the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the law. And so myth number 2 are credit agencies. Are they required by the same law to keep negative items or derogatory items on your credit report for 7 to 10 years? Well, the answer to that is no. There's not even a law that the credit agencies have to report anything on your credit profile at all. But what they're supposed to do, if they do report something on your credit profile, that they have 7 years if it is like a consumer loan, but they get like 10 years for like bankruptcy or student loans, things like that. But we find clients that have items on their credit report way after these time limits. Myth number 3 is about the information on your credit report. Can it be changed, and is it illegal to do so? If you remove these items and you didn't pay your bill, is it illegal? Well, I need you to know it's not. The Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1971, it has a combination of federal and state laws, and they require that any item on your credit report must be 100% accurate or verified in a timely manner, or it needs to, bam, be deleted. But what's 100% accuracy? Well, the name as it appeared when you actually entered into the contract or the account, the date of open and close of the account, the exact amount down to the dollar of that you owe at the particular time, all these things. But most consumers would never look at their credit report with those type of forensic eyes, but that's where we come in. Myth number 4 is about paying a past due debt. Does it remove it from your credit report? People get their tax money and they say, when the taxes come, I'm gonna pay all the bills, and not realize sometimes they're paying bills that already been paid. Meaning that if it's in collections or charge-offs, there could be a chance that you are not required to pay that. And we can get these items deleted from your credit report if you definitely are coachable and ready to make a change. And then the 5th myth are about your inquiries. Are they derogatory? And will it affect your credit standing? And it does. 1 or 2 is not too bad, but when you're hopping around, you're shopping for cars and you're going from lot to lot to lot, having them pull your credit report, or you're going to lots where they pull one time, but they shop you to maybe 20 different lenders, it can hurt your credit. And so you want to definitely get in the know. You want to understand the power of the Fair Credit Reporting Act and also the power of the Protection Plan membership. And here's the news. This Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FICRA for short, was put in place in 1971, 40 plus years ago, and we still have 40 plus million people with less than perfect credit. So it tells you that we as Americans, we need help, right? We need help. We need help getting these inaccurate, erroneous, obsolete items, these late payments, charge-offs, foreclosures, tax liens, things like that, the medical bills, all these other items. We need help getting them removed from our credit profile or updated to reflect paid as agreed is what we need, okay? And then now, also, I need you to know that it doesn't matter what it is on the credit report, as we've been stating before. These negative items can be investigated, disputed, and removed, like my tax lien, like tons of student loans of clients, like late payments, bankruptcies, all of these things. There's nothing on your credit report that is not susceptible to being removed. And we've been doing this for almost 15 years now. United Credit Education Services is our nonprofit division. And why is that important? For number one, we're able to dispute these negative items, not like those other credit repair companies where they can only do 2 to 3 items at a time and charge you enormous amounts of money and keep you in a system for years and you still have no luck with your credit. No. We're talking about a company that we've already removed almost 1 million negative items from people's credit reports already. So it's not a mom and pop shop. You're not the guinea pig. Already tens of thousands of satisfied clients before you. And the company's going to stand behind what we do, 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. So let me tell you how this works and what's going to happen. Once you enroll in the system, we're going to do an intense analysis of your credit report. We're going to give you a portal with your username and password. You log in, and then also you're going to be able to see your beginning credit score. We're also going to give you the view, a panoramic view of your credit and what we're doing in the process. So you're never in the know without knowing what's happening. You're always in the know of what's happening, and you should, because it's your credit. You're the one that's getting, all of the bad rap from not having great credit, right? You're the one that's getting the declines when you try to get approved for an apartment or a car or a home. So you need to know first what's happening, and this is what we offer to you. You're also going to have some credit education on even how you can establish better credit, things about how to handle debt collectors, and then we will also help you with those debt collectors should they get out of hand with our credit attorney that you'll learn about in a moment. You also will be able to see the list of items that we're disputing for you, and as they're getting deleted, you will see that as well on that progress report. But inside the Protection Plan membership, there are a few other services that are involved in there. Why? Because we want to definitely leave no stone unturned in getting you back on your financial feet. So we're going to put the credit builder where you can now access your credit report all the time. It's easy to understand, right? There are, I think, probably 15 or whatever ways of credit reporting. You need to know the way that you can understand. And so it's going to come in an online format. You're going to have additional credit education and things like that. I was talking to a gentleman who was considering bankruptcy, and I told him, look, we can't tell you whether or not you can file for bankruptcy, but inside of your credit builder, you have credit education where you could really understand the differences and be able to make an educated decision, because we're not going to get paid for you to file bankruptcy. So now you want to have that information come from a solid and stable source. We also have the credit attorney. They're going to evaluate your case for any kind of difficult to remove inaccurate items on your credit report, and you're going to be monitoring your credit. It's the interactive credit report money manager and things like that, and also alert you if somebody is trying to use your credit. We're also going to have Debt Zero. It's a financial plan, so you'll know exactly when you're going to be out of debt, and we need to address those debt to income ratios, especially if you're looking to buy a home or so in the near future. We also are going to protect you with LifeLock, right? As you increase your credit score, you're also more susceptible to identity theft, and a financial lockbox, which is a roadmap, and also so you can organize all of your financial contacts and things like that. You'll also get a will, trust, and power of attorney. And so with the will, you'll be able to express what kind of desires you want for someone handling your personal affairs. The trust, so you can avoid probate court and make sure that, you know, as you're making these purchases, as you're increasing your credit score, that the distribution of your estate, doesn't that sound great? Your estate, you get great credit, you can buy more assets. Your estate over time, you can distribute it how you want. The power of attorneys when it comes to finances or healthcare. And, you know, this My Care plan is extremely important. It's time out for people looking under mattresses, trying to figure out what happens to our finances should something happen to us. And so this was developed by attorney, and it is accurate from state to state, very easy to use, non-intimidating way for you to get your finances in order. You're also going to get a prescription discount card, travel discounts, and cash back on shopping. And we also have our YFL Family Mint. Very important here, the Youth Financial Literacy Foundation. This is where we give back. We gave $250,000 on the stage this February to some deserving students, and one of the students walked away with $25,000 to get a great start off with school. I mean, it makes me feel so good. And so I need you to know we also are going into the schools, giving this financial literacy for free. And we pay the school cash for getting the financial literacy in the hands of the students. Imagine where would you be had you learned about money before you left school, or before you even had any money? What would that be like? And so you can also get detailed assistance with health insurance purchases and term life insurance that is for FES agents, that when you become an agent with us, we'll talk about that in a minute, you literally get a $30,000 term policy to begin with, and it keeps increasing in increments every quarter up to $100,000 as long as you maintain your protection plan membership. And we have a new product, very important. Do you rent? If you rent and you pay your rent on time, which is any time before 30 days, you can actually add your rental history onto your credit report, and we could go back as far as 2 years. Now, this is not included in the protection plan membership, but it is very, very affordable. And so here are what a few of our customers are saying about the protection plan membership. John and Sandra Moeller, they're out of Dallas, Texas. They got a bankruptcy removed off their credit report. And when they went to go purchase their new home, they got a fixed interest rate, very low interest rate, and they saved almost $1,000 a month just by getting their credit restored. Now, what would that be over 12 months? $12,000. Over 3 years, $36,000. 10 years, a lot of money. And so I need you guys to realize that credit is a big deal. Also, Yvette Reed, she, in just 2 months, right? You're going to see some results within your first 45 to 90 days, but with her within 2 months, her credit score increased to where she was able to lower her car insurance premium by $2,000 for the year. And then also Mr. Vinny out of California, after 45 days, he had a tax lien and a foreclosure deleted from his credit reports. Really, really big. And so you might be saying, well, what is it going to cost me? What's the investment for the protection plan membership? Very simple, straight to the point. You got to first ask yourself, what is it worth to you to protect your family, your future, and get your credit straight? What is that worth? Well, individually, we know that this is about $10,000 worth of services, or $400 a month, but it is actually just $199 to get started, as well as it's $199 to get started, $198, I'm sorry. What is this? Someone is going through. Okay, yes, we're going through the whole presentation. Absolutely, we are. This is $99 activation fee and $89 a month. So $188 to get started and $89 a month. We're on the phone and we are in Zoom. So I'm going to ask anyone to not text me about the presentation because we have guests on the line and they're wanting to learn what they can do. And so what we're going to do right here is log into our protection plan portal. This is what you're going to do. Everyone gets one. You press the login key right here, this little orange button. And once you do that, you are going to be able to have access to all your services. And you might say again, why FES and not all these other companies? Well, for number one, FES has everything that you need, including the credit restoration, the will, trust, power of attorney, the credit monitoring, identity theft protection, debt elimination, and an income opportunity we'll talk about in a moment. Lexington Law, only 3 of them, and they charge more, and they can only dispute 2 to 5 items at a time. So can Sky Blue. They have some other services. They're going to charge you additional. Creditrepair.com. They're going to charge you additional for some of these services. So no comparison. And as we discussed, the Youth Financial Literacy Program, none of them have that, where we give $2 of the protection plan membership to the YFL every single month. And we are educating children and giving away a lot of money into the community. And so if you came because you want to learn how you can restore your credit score, then I want you to get back to the agent who invited you to learn about this information and get started. You know, ask them any additional questions that you may have. However, the question I have for you is, if you got on the call and you have less than a 740 on all 3 of your credit reports, then you need to get started. If money is an issue, don't let that be an issue. Speak with the agent who invited you to the call and let them assist you, which leads us now into our second portion of our presentation, which is about our career opportunity. You know, anytime you have a huge problem and you're part of a huge solution, there's a huge opportunity. And so financial freedom is right around the corner for you here. You know, with Financial Education Services, we're here to answer this question. How many people do you know actually control their income, their schedule, when they get advancements, their benefits, retirement in the future? A lot of people have done everything right. They went to school. They even got good grades. They went to prep school, some Ivy League school, and they still found themselves fired at 50 years old, or asking where did their career go, or can they ever retire? And so Financial Education Services is called hybrid marketing, and it's where entrepreneurship meets corporate America. The structure, the training, the retirement planning of corporate America, but entrepreneurship, where you get to write your own check. And I know for me, I started off with the first portion. I just needed the services, but I didn't realize how huge it was that we literally are anchors to, other industries, right? So we have 2 divisions with our company. We have corporate accounts, and you can also develop a business. And so we want to talk to you about those. First, let's talk about the corporate accounts. We are supporting industries like the real estate industry. As a matter of fact, we're partnering with real estate agents and companies all over the nation to put 2 million people in homes over the next 5 years. We want to increase the home ownership rate, but it ain't happening without better credit. So mortgage brokers and real estate agents, we're connecting and we're partnering with you. You can actually just send us clients, or you can partner and monetize that pipeline, right? Car dealerships, we are helping them have more qualified buyers. Sure, people can get them in a car no matter what your credit is, but then now you're paying higher insurance premiums. Now you're also maybe getting behind on the rest of your bills. I am telling you that insurance can eat you up, and so can high interest rates. And so we want to get those interest rates down and have, some of those customers come back and get another unit from you if you're in the car dealer business. And now you make more money, but then you make your clients more happy. You also have loan modification and debt settlement companies, bankruptcy attorneys, and tax professionals. They see our clients all day long. And so our company is literally going to pay you extremely well to share FES, the opportunity to protection plan. They're going to get paid $100 per protection plan membership that you share. Okay, there's no limit to the amount of customers that you can acquire, and you need to just know, like, hey, if you enroll 5 people, you're going to get $500, but you're also going to earn a $12 residual monthly income. This gets really, really big in just a moment. So we have a very simple system called the Strive for 5. If you can remember 5, you're going to hear this number a lot. And it is very significant to our compensation plan and the way we do things. And so 5 people per month on a protection plan membership can be $500 extra in your house. But 5 protection plan memberships a week can be $2,000 coming home extra. 10 protection plan memberships a week, $4,000 per month. 20 protection plan memberships per week can be a 6-figure income. And that's without even trying to build a team or anything like that. Now, I need you to know that these are very, very possible numbers. But we want to educate you on something, on how to develop a business and how to leverage and how to literally retire rich. Because it's better to get 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of your own. J. Paul Getty, the first documented billionaire, says this. And so we have what is called our customer acquisition bonus to introduce you to this concept. And it works like this. Every time an agent enrolls 2 customers, $550 is paid out to the field. So depending on what level you are with our company determines how much of that $550 you get paid. So if you're brand new as an agent, and let's say your name is John and you go and you enroll Sue. When you enroll Sue and she gets her 2 protection plan memberships, she's going to earn $100 per protection plan plus $12 residual. But then you also earned a $100 cap bonus. This cap bonus continued to increase to the next level. At field trainer, you're getting $160 a cap. Senior field trainer, you're getting $240 a cap. You might say, well, what do I need to do to become a field trainer? Well, first, you just got to enroll 2 agents and 3 sales, our Strive for 5. Senior field trainer, those 2 agents you enroll, they just did the same thing. They strive for 5 as well, and then you do it again. Now, guess what? You're at $240 a cap. So now, if you enroll an agent, they get 2 customers, you're earning $240 a cap. Also, as sales director, it's $380 a cap. We have a 90-day game plan for you to get to sales director, right? And it starts today, right, when you enroll. I need you to know that an extra $4,000 to $6,000 is what the average sales director earns. And in 90 days, that can be you. Now, it doesn't stop there. You know, at the next level, regional sales director is $430 a cap, executive sales director $475, but at vice president is $500 a cap. Well, we have 41 vice presidents on our team, and I need you guys to understand that vice presidents are people begin to enter into the 6-figure club with our company. And I am just so excited to see the success that's happened over the 4 years that we've been with the company. But I need you to know that with this customer acquisition bonus, you don't only earn your direct customer acquisition bonus, you also earn overrides. So let's say you're vice president at the $500 level, and then now you had a brand new agent that triggered a cap at the $100 level. You would get the difference of $400. If you're at the $475, the difference is $375. $430 level, the difference is $330. You would just subtract wherever they are, wherever you are, and this is unlimited throughout the opportunity. And so I need you to know that the customer acquisition bonuses are huge. You can actually build a national team. You don't have to build in the city you're in. We actually service all 50 states, Puerto Rico, Guam, as well as U.S. Virgin Islands and American Samoa. So I can tell you I'm so happy for that because our team broke into American Samoa. Very, very powerful. And so I need you to know that you can have agents everywhere, and that could be extra $4,000 to $6,000 a month for you, right? Extra 90 days from now. But if it happened once a week, that's an extra $20,000 a month. And twice a week, I want you to do the math. Right? You get to write your own check. FES is just going to issue it according to the work and commitment that you're willing to put in. And so with this Strive for 5 is also our 5-year retirement plan on residual income. We've been here 4 years. We've already superseded what we are now. We're seeing so many leaders that are coming behind, and they are doing an amazing job. I stand on the shoulders of giants. I am just so grateful for the team that we have, and we are looking for more team members because there is so much room at the top for all of us. And so let's talk about how to Strive for 5 work. Okay, so you enroll your 5, right? Let's say if it was 5 agents or customers. First off, your services are free. 5 and it's free. And then now, if you just duplicated that 5 throughout your team, year number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to be now at a $75,000 a month residual income. If that happened half the way, right? that is over $32,000+. And even at 10%, $7,500 a month. And then even if you're just now getting started, $750. I need you to know that if you could earn $75, you can earn $750. If you can earn $750, you can earn $7,500. If you can earn $7,500, you can earn $75,000. I'm living proof. All you got to do is stick with the Strive for 5 and be coachable and trainable, okay? And this also leads us into what we call our infinity bonus. This is a once a month bonus paid on the second Thursday of every month. We get paid every week. And from sales director all the way up to senior executive vice presidents, they're getting this bonus. The sales director gets an extra $50. Regional sales directors, an extra $187+. Executive sales directors get an extra $500. You see the power of compounding? VPs or vice presidents that we talked about get an extra $1,500. That's a great place as far as a huge, nice car note or even a house note, right? Regional vice presidents get $4,375 extra every single month. An executive vice president, their business does $500,000 in sales a month. We have 4 of them on our team. They get an extra $10,000 bonus every single month. Senior vice presidents, we have 3 on our team. They get an extra $22,500 on top of their check every month. A senior regional vice president, that's myself, $62,500 extra. And in senior executive vice president, I can tell you there are some people that are going to be hitting that very soon, an extra $100,000. And then I need you to know that we have, as we're closing out, what is called our rest and relaxation and retirement club. It's called the FES R&R Club. All of those protection plan memberships accumulate to this, right? Level 1, you're going to get a car payment up to $600 monthly for your choice of an Audi, a Mercedes-Benz, or a Cadillac truck. You have your choice. It just has to be silver, white, or black. Then at level 2, you're getting a one-time $10,000 cash bonus. Level 3, you get to upgrade your car. You're going to get a $1,500 car allowance for, again, an Audi, Mercedes-Benz, or Cadillac truck. And then at level 4, you get a one-time $25,000 bonus. I saw a 25-year-old get that bonus just a moment ago, really recent. Level 5, you get a $50,000 bonus, plus you get to upgrade your vehicle to the Bentley. Woohoo! Okay, and I am a recipient, so blessed to be a recipient of that Bentley and the $50,000 bonus. And then level 6 through 10, you're gonna get a $5,000 monthly house payment. If your mortgage is not $5,000, it goes into the principal balance of your property. Level 6, a monthly retirement matching bonus, whatever you're earning with that infinity bonus, that residual number, you're going to get up to $25,000 into the retirement vehicle of your choice, and lifetime bonuses up to $250K. And so as we're closing out, here are some of our R&R Club members. They're driving the Audis. We just added the Mercedes-Benz and Cadillac. Super excited. It's worth over $3 million annually, the R&R Club, and you're going to be trained. You can't earn this type of money without training. So we have a training platform called the Momentum Society. It's a team of like-minded individuals that are committed to helping you win and win big. We support you in every way for you to now grow a big business. And a lot of people become just better hanging around us, right? And so you're going to get the best information from the sources. You got online training, conference call, local, regional, national trainings to support you. And so here are some of our leaders. I want you to meet them. Wayman and Jean Kempson. They were real estate brokers. It's just a proof in the pudding, right? Results. Everything else is really irrelevant after that. They were real estate brokers for 30 years. Now they're doing FES full time. They're executive vice presidents and R&R Club members. Warren Baufel, he was a business owner. His income was going backwards. Now he's a vice president and R&R Club member. We got David Moon. He was a radio broadcaster. He said it sounds good, but he was barely making ends meet. Now FES has gotten him out of broadcasting. He's living his dream again. He's a regional vice president and R&R Club member. And so as we're closing out here, it's time for you to get back with the agent who invited you, right? We have this theme for this year. It's called One Life. We all only get one. And so it's time that you start treating it like that and living it at the best. Don't be afraid to make decisions to make that one life better. And when you don't have solid finances, life is just not that great. And so this is an opportunity for you to do so. But you might be on the line and you have excellent credit. All your personal affairs are in order. You are, sorry to say, my friend, not in the norm in America, but we want to make it normal here at FES. So you could probably just send us some referrals, get with the person who invited. Maybe you know someone in the real estate industry, car industry, or just someone else that we can help. Just get back with the agent who invited you to listen to this information and let them know what who it is, so we can help them. Also, maybe number two, you just want the services. The first half is just for you. You just want to get qualified for your house, your car. You just want to stop not having good night's rest. Go ahead and get started for the protection plan membership. $188 to get started, $89 a month, no contract. You'll start seeing results within your first 45 to 90 days, but commit to the system 4 to 6 months for best results, okay? And number three, you're interested and you want to get the protection plan and you want the opportunity. How can you get in? 3 steps to getting started. Number one, enroll, become an agent. It's just $100 more for you to become an agent, so $288. This is going to give you your first agency setup fee, and where your website can now start accepting credit cards and things like that. That's super expensive. E-commerce sites, right? And then your first month of your $89 protection plan membership. Everyone is a protection plan member, so that you can actually have your finances on 10. Right? And then also you want to step to get set up for your training, so you can learn how to use like social media to advance your business, how to establish the corporate accounts and build your team and manage your team, how to understand our compensation plan and build long-term residual. We got you covered, as well as the right mindset for success with FES. And then also once you're enrolled, you're going to receive your website, personalized for you, online sales tracking system, customer support, weekly pay, professional marketing materials, and huge tax advantages. And so again, you're going to get that protection plan membership. So it's $288, including your services. And then you just start now sharing. You want to serve, you don't have to sell. There's millions of people who need what we have. We don't have enough people to service those people. And that's why we're here tonight. So get back with the agent who invited you with the call, to this call or this webinar, and, just start writing a list of contacts. You might have to trust a rapport with them, but we already have the respect and credibility. You don't have to convince anyone about FES. So just edify and promote what we're talking about here. Huge movement, so that you can now start sharing the power of credit with others. And so just get started. An immediate start today is just $288 to get started. Get with the agent who invited you to learn about this information, okay? It was great being here with you guys. And so talk to you guys soon. And if we're here on the webinar, let's see if we have any questions. You're so ready. Yay, congratulations. Okay, great. You love the show. It's such a pleasure to serve you guys. I am ready to meet you. I'm ready to see you go to your next level. Welcome to the movement.